This woman stood up for what she thought was right. Now this is from hotair.com. I'm not really familiar with this site, but shout out to Neo Unrealist. He sent me some stuff. He's got his own YouTube channel. You should check him out. But he sent me this, and it sums it up so well. All right, charges filed against sex offender in the Wi Spa case. Okay, I'm just gonna read it because it kind of sums it up perfectly. As it often does these days, the whole thing started with a viral video. A woman using the handle Cuban Angel filmed herself confronting staff at Wi Spa in Los Angeles over what she claimed was an uncomfortable encounter in the women's locker room with a naked man. The female staff member responding to the complaint says there's nothing the spa can do because they cannot discriminate against trans women. And here's the video of her confronting them. Very quickly, the trans community began questioning the legitimacy of the video. A couple weeks after the incident, Slate wrote a piece calling it a transphobic hoax. Of course, here's a little blurb from that. In the meantime, actual street battles broke out over the incident, with Antifa goons in black bloc confronting protesters and the police. And they were straight up attacking people, assaulting them. I mean, you could see it. There's fighting and rioting breaking out. I mean, let's do a little. They were straight up assaulting them. I'm not gonna play that much of this stuff, but Antifa. Here's more of it. Antifa is out here committing hate crimes against Christians for their beliefs. The cops watch it happen. A preacher was hit in the face with a skateboard and violently assaulted by Antifa for pushing one of them to stop them from attacking a Christian preacher or a protester. This didn't happen on one weekend, but several times, many times. I was watching these for like a couple weeks after the whole thing initially went down with Cuban Angel's initial viral video. There's, of course, waves of vandalism. Let's see. Can't really see what it says here. They tag on the LA Housing Authority over buildings around the Wi Spa. So after all the fighting and claims the entire thing was a hoax, today Andy Ngo reports in the New York Post that charges of indecent exposure have been filed against a sex offender in this case. Huh, really? Sources with knowledge of this case, but not authorized to speak publicly, say 4 women and a minor girl came forward to allege that Darren G. Maranger was partially erect in the women's section of the Wi Spa. Maranger, who spoke exclusively to the Post, denies the allegations and says that she is actually the victim of a transphobic harassment. Now, I actually have that article, and it is absolutely bonkers. I mean, I can't believe when you finish reading this, you're just like, how is this? This is an excuse to continue doing this. That's what I'm taking from this. This person, this guy, likes getting off by showing his junk to young girls, and he has an extensive history of doing exactly that. Now this, under the guise of being a trans woman, now gets to go into a spa, into the women's area, and show himself off again. Yes, I'm misgendering him. It's a dude. He's showing his dick to young girls, and it's disgusting. All right? He's got a history of doing it, and he's using this, like, a real trans woman should be pissed, because this is an actor, clearly. All right? Using the guise of being a trans woman. You can call me a transphobe. I don't care. I'm not. You could do whatever you want as an adult. But when you start doing this kind of stuff, I feel like a trans woman, you know, you're either 100% or you're not. Or you're just a dude with tits. I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying what I'm saying. I don't care. That's what I feel. This is my opinion on the matter, okay? When I see this kind of stuff, it pisses me off. You don't mess with children. All right, this dude clearly has it out to show his stuff, show his junk off to little kids, and it's disgusting. My goodness. So all right, so I'm sorry. This I can't help myself here. Yeah, denying it. It's transphobic harassment. Blah blah blah. This is basically this. We just talked about it on the other side. Here's the transgender woman. This is the fights that were breaking out beforehand. This is actually a bulletin. Darren Maranger, back in 2018 for indecent exposure. He was arrested for indecent exposure incident which he exposed himself to a woman and children in the women's locker room of West Hollywood Park. Maranger claims to identify as a female so he can access women's locker rooms and showers. Is a registered sex offender and a transient with family in Marina del Rey, which used to be a really nice place. It's just south of Venice Beach, which also used to be a really nice place. It sadly has been taken over by transients. I used to work at the Arbor store there. Shout out to Arbor. I love that place. It's where their flagship store is. They had to hire a bodyguard. I mean, I worked there. They didn't need a bodyguard. Now they have a freaking security officer that works there. Got assaulted, got cut. His face got cut because he was helping someone against one of these transients. Now, I'm not saying this guy is violent, but I mean, you're scarring kids by showing your junk off to them, dude. Now he claims, I was underwater, she never saw me naked. Okay, well, I'll tell you this, dude. She didn't know about your history of exposing yourself, that you've actually been arrested for because you're a sex offender. You have history of showing yourself to young girls. So who am I to believe this woman who did everything she should have? Went right to the front desk. There's a man showing his junk to my daughter. It is disgusting. What is wrong with you? I'm sorry, we can't help you, man. That's a woman. She's like, no, it's a man. He's showing his junk to my daughter and me. Like, this is disgusting. It's a man. I honestly, I would have been more pissed if I was her. I would have snapped. I'm not a father, but I can imagine. I mean, those who watch my show know that I'm gonna have kids soon. I have a house now. I have an amazing partner. Like we're gonna have kids. Really looking forward to being a dad. But oof, you try doing that? I mean, I'll risk it. I'll risk going to jail. Don't mess with my kids. Don't mess with kids in general. Yeah, I don't believe you, dude. I don't believe you. I'm going to trust the mom who was following the rules and trying to go around the proper channels over a registered sex offender with past history of showing kids his junk. Absolutely disgusting. Look at this. In addition to the new felony charges of indecent exposure, he is also facing 6 felony counts of indecent exposure over a separate locker room incident in 2018. Huh. Would you look at that? 6 counts. I think I've made my point clear. I'm not going to give this guy any more of my time. Shout out to that mom. I'm sorry that you had to deal with that and your child, because that is horrendous. No child should have to deal with this kind of ridiculousness. And it's same goes for all those. I gotta not swear, but I'm telling you, I'm getting close. These freaking teachers that are trying to push kink on kids and talk sex ed to like single digit children, like under 10, like Yo, these kids need to live a have a childhood. Let them be kids. Let them be children. All right? Stop indoctrinating them, grooming them. That's what they're doing. They're grooming these kids. And using this whole trans movement as a way of getting around, getting through society as if it's something to be proud of. Disgusting.